Hey, what's up? Tyler1915 here. I've been waiting about a week and a half to 2 weeks for this item to come into the mail. It is Troye Sivan's LP of his album. Let me zoom out. Pull out. Sorry, I'm on an iPad. Of his Blue Neighborhood album. Can't wait to open that and listen to it. If I can figure it out, I'll have a link down the description for his music channel. And also, I'd like to send a shout out to a personal friend of mine, James, aka Digits. He has a YouTube channel as well. I'll put a link down in the description for that. Again, if I can figure it out. Ha! Anyway, I'd like to talk about me for a little bit. I want to tell you one story about me, so you can get to know me a little bit. I was born in 1987 in Northern California, and as you probably can see in my lip and my nose, the way it's shaped, I was born with a cleft lip and a cleft palate, and I had a hard time growing up. I got made fun of. I got called hair lip. And also I was in special ed growing up. So that stigma was hard too for me. But I grew up. I lived with it. And I couldn't do anything about any people who made fun of me. So, but one story about me. I'll tell two stories about it and then I'll leave it at that. When I was born, my mother told me, the nurses, sorry if my eyes are real funny. I'm trying to focus on I'm thinking. But when I was born, my mother told me that a call went out to the doctors and nurses to come to the delivery room. I don't know if it had a number, but she told me they gather around me. And they were trying to figure out if I was okay, make sure I was okay. But like I said, I was born with a cleft lip and cleft palate. And then my dad approached my mother and said, we have a little, not a problem, but we have something. Our child has a cleft lip and a cleft palate. And they did everything. They figured out. My mom never did drugs. She never smoked or drank. And my dad didn't do drugs or smoke or drink. I had no family who did any drugs that was around me. So the doctors could not figure out. It was a rarity for someone not to have something like that at that time. It was a rarity at that time for the circumstances, for the reason I had it. It was a rarity of what I've been told. But enough about that. I'm happy. I'm healthy. I've had my teeth fixed. Was missing one tooth, but I had braces. I'd like to get my braces on my bottoms again, but they're straight enough. But for me, I'm happy. But I've had caps on this side where my tooth was missing. That tooth right there was missing, so that's one's the fake. And I need to get my other side capped so all my teeth look the same in the front. But other than that, I'm happy, I'm healthy, I had a wonderful childhood, no complaints. And then there was one other story. It was one of my surgeries. I'll go more into this in other videos of other surgeries I've had. But this one I remember vividly because my dad, he didn't get mad. He just was really scared. I remember I had some stitches sticking out right here on the bottom of my lip. And I went up onto our landing where we had a mirror. And I pulled the stitch out. I was about probably 5 or 6. Between 4 and 6. Just a baby still. And I remember this. And I remember my dad jumping up, say, get in the car, we're going to the hospital. So he took me to the hospital. I remember them draping my face. And one of my eyes were showing. I remember it had a hole cut in one of them for one eye. And I remember the most thing I was scared about was the needle. I hate needles. I always have. But it comes with having been poked and prodded all your life. Well, I wasn't poked and prodded, but it comes with having all the surgeries that have to do with the cleft lip and palate. I'm just sick of it. But hey, if I needed some plastic